Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is July 5th, currently 10:25 in the morning. And you guys know we're back in Reston to do the order here for the Potbelly kids. Now that's the smallest order that I've done for them. It's literally 2 bags. I think the receipt says $120 something, $122 worth of food. Typically it's like 500 or 400. I think last week it was 300. And that one was the smallest until this one. So I'm not really sure what to expect for the tip, but I'm thinking we're probably gonna get like $15, I think, out of it. Worst case scenario. Last week we got 20 and the order was like 300 bucks. So I don't know. But regardless, we're gonna spend the day here in Reston, see how much we can make. I'm thinking we should be able to do, in theory, hopefully, 250, maybe. We're gonna go until 7:30, but you know, it isn't a normal Tuesday. It's the day after a holiday. So maybe people are taking an extra day off, eating leftovers. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Another hurdle here that I have compared that I don't have on Tyson's is the ability to dash at any time. Okay, in Tyson's, it's basically always busy, quote unquote. You know, so even if it's dead, you can still dash now and be online. Here, a little bit different. Okay, so I was not able to do that or schedule myself because I wasn't sure if they even had an order. The manager sent me a text like at 7 in the morning. And as soon as she sent me that, that's when I looked at the schedule and I'm like, man, there really isn't a whole lot. So now we're gonna be online from 11:30 until 3:30. Then there's a small gap from 3:30 to 5, and then we're gonna be online from 5 until 7:30. So I'm gonna hopefully try to extend my dash so we can minimize the gap. And I'm gonna hope that I can get on a little bit earlier than 11:30. So hopefully it's busy and it lets me, you know, get online. But we'll see. Right now, I want to show you guys the schedule right here live. The only open slot, well, I'm going to take a screenshot since you guys can't really see that. The only open slot right now, it's 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So nothing even remotely closed during lunchtime. So that kind of sucks. But it's all good. I'm pretty confident that it'll be busy like on the map before 11:30 or at least before 11:15. Because worst case scenario, we'll get back on around 11:15. So they don't have any other catering orders. I told them if you have any other catering that's not going to the hospital, because I don't like going to the hospital here. It's awful. I mean, I don't know. It's not even because it's a hospital. This hospital is bad all around. Like the way that the orders are and whatnot. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of what's going on here. But anyways, let me get this dropped off and then we'll see you guys soon. Alrighty guys, so it's been a little bit since we last checked in. It's currently 11:33, right? So I got the order dropped off from Potbelly, and to my surprise, $20. Let's get it. So when I was driving back to Potbelly, I went back on the scheduling page to see if I could get on earlier, right? So for a hot second, I saw that 11 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. showed up. I'm like, oh cool, let me jump on that. That was one big shift as opposed to 2 little shifts, right? So I don't know what possessed me to delete my 11:30 to 3 shift. And once I did that, the other shift was gone. Disappeared. Like it was there, but you know, when I click schedule, it was like error, whatever the prompt is, basically saying it's gone. So I deleted my entire shift, both my small one at night and the main one. And next thing you know, the only thing that was on the app was 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So I jumped on there to at least have a 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And the entire time I'm driving back to Potbelly to get in the check, I'm freaking out. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Because I thought for sure that it would show up something, like 12 to 1, 11:30 to something. Nothing was showing up. And I'm like, oh man, am I going to have to go back to Tyson's? Because I saw that according to the scheduling page, it's really busy in Tyson's, like on the map or whatever. But the problem is, it's like 25 minutes from here, 25 minutes. And I was like, do I want to drive those 25 minutes, right? So I got to Potbelly, gave him the check, got back to the car. I'm still playing with the app. I'm refreshing it. It's not working. And next thing you know, an 11:30 to 1:30 shift shows up, and at 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So the first thing that I did was I moved my 5 p.m. to 2 p.m. so that worked, and then I jumped on from 11:30 to 1:30 or 1, whatever it was. So luckily, we managed to salvage that situation, because for a few minutes I was like, wow, I'm freaking out right now, you know. But anyways, so we got on at 11:15, which is, you know, the earliest I could get on. And we have our first order here. We picked it up already from Savage Burrito, showing $6.75, less than 3 miles. I just wanted to do something to get the ball rolling, you know. but I forgot how slow Uncle Julio's can be, which is the actual place. Savage Burrito's a ghost kitchen of Uncle Julio's. When I got there, it wasn't ready. I should have unassigned it, to be honest, but I didn't. I ended up waiting like maybe almost 10 minutes. But it's all good. Like I said, we're only a minute away here from the drop-off. Hopefully, it's a little bit on top, but even if there isn't, today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm not sure. I can't talk. I'm not sure exactly how, but I have a feeling that today is gonna be a great day, and we're gonna make that a reality. But you know, had a small hurdle here with the whole scheduling thing. But we got that figured out. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and then we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, so we got the order dropped off. It stayed at $6.75, no big deal. Declined a couple of bad orders. Then we got this one right here, which we just picked up from Santini's, also showing $6.75. Going less than 3 miles. The food was not ready, but it's all good. And then I just been a couple of minutes of waiting, which worked out for me because I used the bathroom, got a free cup of water, you know, nothing crazy. So now we're back on the road, currently 11:48. So, you know, not the greatest start, not full of bangers or anything, but we're being consistent, which is really all I could ask for, consistent orders. So hopefully after this, we get a couple of, you know, bangers perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Let me get this dropped off and we'll see you on the next one. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. It became 7:25, and I forgot to mention, so Para was working for like a hot second. For like one order, it came in, then it told me to update my credentials, so I did it. And then it told me to do it again. I'm like, oh, come on, I'm not gonna update my credentials every 2 seconds. So I'm basically just, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone until maybe it works. If it doesn't work, it's all good. We got my gut, usually works pretty good. But again, Para for me is a really good tool for those fringe orders, the ones where you're not 100% sure. Ooh, we're getting an order here on Grubhub. Let's see, is it garbage? Of course it's garbage. From Fintai, one order, 2.7 miles, 337. Yeah, reject. Offer too low. But yeah, we do have Grubhub running over here, which is a nice perk of being in Reston. But honestly, the orders they give me are just bad, you know. So anyways, it's currently 11:55 in the morning, technically. So we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, so we have made it back to the town center. We were parked for like 2 minutes. This order came along here from Potbelly and I could not pass it up. Double digits showing 1150, going 3.1 miles. It is 2 orders, but they're literally going down like a line. So I'm like, you know what? I can't pass on this. 1150 and the food was ready. So now we're back on the road. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, it's consistent and steady. So, and I was talking to Adam here on the Discord, and I think Tyson's is kind of dead. So I'm kind of glad that I'm here, but you know, it's different when you're here than when you're there. I gotta change my dashing mentality. There is more like, you know, you gotta make sure you're taking good offers, because if you're going to the wrong building, traffic, you know, even if it is 1 mile, it could take 20 minutes, you know. Here is more like, I'm trying to stay as active as I can, keep the miles slow. It's probably going to a house, no big deal. So I think the plan is gonna work pretty good. So whenever I do have the orders here from Potbelly on Tuesdays, I'm gonna stay here on Tuesdays. And then Wednesday through Friday, we're gonna dash in Tyson's. And then on the weekend, we're right back here in Reston, because the weekends are busier here, at least from my point of view. I don't know. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and then we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we got both orders dropped off from Potbelly. One of them was paying like $9.25. So overall, I think we got $14.50 for 3 miles. Let's get it. Mini banger, basically. Then we got this one right away here from the Bento House, showing $6.25. I want to say it's less than 3 miles, if I'm not mistaken. So we picked that up. The food was ready. So now we're, you know, baby stepping into $100. Right now we're basically at 50. So after this, we'll be in the mid 50s, I think, or almost 60s, if not higher, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I think we're slowly getting there. I think it's gonna be a good shift. Let's go. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it started raining, so that kind of sucks. Then I look at the weather, that's kind of on me, but it's actually pretty cool outside, so that's kind of nice. Now, it's been a while since we last checked in. I kept getting a bunch of phone calls from work, other people, where to the point where I couldn't record. You know, I was like super behind. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do a little recap at 1:30 when my shift ends, and that's what we're doing. The shift just ended. It's 1:31, and we finished at a pretty decent $76. After doing the order from the Bento House, which became $6.75, we went back to Santini's, and we did a pretty decent order actually. I knew it was going to be a little bit more than what was shown, because the customer name and the building, they always order food. So that one became $10.75, which honestly wasn't that bad. Then we made it back here to the town center, and I took an order that I'm glad that I took it. One, because I forgot my shift was ending, and it wasn't bad. $10, less than a mile, 2 orders. Now, both customers tipped, right? But the base pay is just really low. And I mean, if you get a burrito and chips, I mean, I'm not really expecting you to tip more than like $2 or $3, you know? So I think it worked out that way, and then the shift ended. Now, we can get back on now, honestly, if I wanted to, but my next one starts at 2 p.m. I'm gonna take a few minutes, get something to eat real quick, and then we're gonna get back on the road. Let's go. Alrighty guys, the break is over. We are back on the road, and we have our first order here from Potbelly, which is funny because I ate Potbelly for my break. So I was just inside. Once I was done, I turned Dash on, and the order came in, $6.25, 2.7 miles. Nothing crazy, but it is the middle of the slow times, so we jumped on it. Now, after this, we're gonna be in the 80s. So not too bad, baby stepping it, you know, to $100, and then after that, 200, 250, who knows? I'm pretty excited about this week. I think we're gonna put in some crazy amount of hours. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it all kind of depends on how my work goes at night. But if everything goes as it should, meaning as planned, and I get out of work on time, I'm gonna dash extra hard this week, trying to make that money. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so we got the order dropped off, and it became $8.25, so pretty good. Then we had, you know, some downtime. We were parked for like 10-15 minutes. It is the slow times. And we got this one right here. We just dropped it off from BGR. It was showing at 625, I think like 2.3 miles. It stayed at 625. The reason why I'm not recording as I normally do is because I got a phone call again from work. And I guess what happened was somebody, so we have gas cards, right, from Exxon to fill up, you know, gas for the trucks and whatnot. So what happened was somebody used my code when I was on vacation, right, and put gas in the middle of the day when I work at night. So basically someone's stealing gas, and they thought that it was me, right? But I was like, no, I mean, I don't bring the cards with me. I really live in the office. And I was like, I've been on vacation the whole week. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense. So they're basically trying to figure out who knows the code. Now the problem was they reset all the codes and they gave people the same code. So like 3 people have the same code apparently. And I thought my code was unique to me. So anyways, we got that figured out, and they gave me a different code now. So basically, they didn't even know who had what code. So somebody else had a different code. So I don't know if someone's stealing gas or not, but they've been basically prying into my personal time with you guys. So, but that should be all over now, so we can get that out of the way. Now, if I'm not mistaken here, I think we're almost at like $90. I gotta do some quick math. I think we are almost. So we know we're baby stepping it to $100. It is taking me a little bit longer than what I would have liked, but you know, some days are like that. You know, we can't expect to get bangers after bangers. And so far, the only real banger we've had is the order from Potbelly. So, you know, definitely a slower day, but we're making it work. Anyways, I have like a 5-minute drive back to the town center, and we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, I just picked up our next order here from Playables. I have not been to Playables in forever. And you know what? It's one of those places where they got me to sign up to, you know, get rewards or whatever. Now, I'm sure it probably told me in the fine print that they were gonna bombard me with ads if I don't go there enough. Because literally it's like, oh, we miss you, come back, this and that. The last time that I was there, I had the worst experience. Like they have no sense of urgency, like whatsoever. So as a dasher, I don't want to go there. As a consumer, I definitely don't want to go there. But it's been a while since we've been there, and I'm, you know, happy to say that it was a much better experience. The food was ready, and it's a bunch of new staff. So I mean, I don't know, I gotta give them a shot. They're usually pretty busy for breakfast. A lot of people order from there for breakfast. So there's that. But anyways, the order was showing, I think 650, if I'm not mistaken, like 3.3 miles, I think. You know, a good order, especially in the middle of the slow times. Why not? Now, I did get another call here from work, and apparently there has been someone stealing gas. And you know what's silly about this? That before, they're very lax. Like, I'm pretty confident that I could have used the card, no one would know, right? Up until like, what, 3 months ago when gas started getting increasingly higher. Now, then they started tracking like the fuel consumption of all the trucks and how much money we were spending in gas every night. So if you know they're cracking down on that gas, why would you steal gas? You know, when everything is tracked on a card, you know, it's insane. So I'm pretty sure someone getting fired, but not your boy. So we good. But yeah, anyways, after this one, we're gonna be almost at $100. Baby stepping it, let's go. Alrighty guys, so we were making our way back to the town center after doing the last drop off that we came $675 by the way. And we got this order here showing a $14.50 payout from Fintai. I think it's like 8 items, and I'm telling you why I'm taking this order, okay? It's a banger. I know it's a banger. It's from the Fintai that's all the way up in Great Falls, so we're basically 7 miles away, and then the remaining mileage, it's like a mile or 2, if that, to the customer drop-off. Subtotal of $146, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm guessing they just don't have any drivers up there. I mean, I don't know why I got it, but I'm not complaining. I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be way more than $14.50. So, I mean, I could be wrong. There's that possibility, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So, anyways, let me get this picked up, and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty, guys, we got the food picked up. The food was ready. It did ask me to take a photo of my catering bag, which means that it's over $100. It does not mean that it's, you know, a high tip or anything, but I'm pretty sure it is. Worst case scenario, we'll get $14.50 out of it, but I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be more than that. Now, we're only 1.3 miles away from the customer drop-off, so I basically drove 7 miles to the restaurant and then 1 more additional for the drop-off, which, I mean, I guess there's no Dashers up here. This is up in Great Falls, and there really isn't anything up here about houses and maybe like a little tiny strip with like a Safeway, a gas station, and a couple of restaurants where Fintai is at, right? But I'm pretty sure there are probably drivers closer to it, so I don't know the reasoning. Even with me taking 15 minutes to drive here, I was 15 minutes early to the pickup time, but the food was ready, so, you know, there's that. Anyways, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off, and my intuition was correct. They had a $27 payout, and the best part about it is, well, for one, they were super nice. And they gave me an extra $6 in cash, which is awesome. Awesome. Just what we needed to kickstart our shift. Now we have like a 12-minute drive back to the town center, but I want to go by the other Fintai, and I'm pretty confident that we should be able to pick up something. If not from them, maybe Chick-fil-A, Santini's, who knows. If I'm not mistaken, my new strategy before I went to Tyson's was to hang out near Santini's, because I'm basically in the middle of like 3 shopping centers. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I think that makes the most sense. So we're going to do that, and we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys, we just picked up our next order here from an unlikely merchant. I'm not a huge fan of them. On the Border sucks, and they still do, to be honest. But apparently this order's been ready for quite some time. It was shown as $6.50. I think it's like less than 2 miles, so, you know, I couldn't pass on that. Plus, there's always a small possibility that maybe they got better. They didn't. They definitely didn't. I got lucky with the food being ready, and I'm probably not gonna go back to them unless, of course, it's like super slow, or I know the food's ready, you know. Anyways, we're almost there. We're 4 minutes away. I'm having a pretty good day. Hopefully you guys are doing the same, you know, or having a better day than me. And if you are, put in the comments, you know, how was your day? Was it good? Was it bad? About the same? Meaning like as usual, as you normally do? Is it slower? Is it busier? I think things are picking up here for sure, and I think they're picking up in Tyson's too. Had a small learning curve of being in Tyson's, but I'm pretty confident that I know what I'm doing now. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, so we got the order dropped off from On the Border, and then they sent me another one right away from On the Border, $6.25 a mile. But I was just there, and I know the food wasn't ready, so we declined it, made it back to the town center. We were chilling for like 5 minutes, and then we got this offer right here from Silver Diner. I think it's a bunch of items, if I'm not mistaken here. 4 items, $8.50 for the payout. I think like 4 miles, maybe something like that. Yeah. But I ended up taking it because, for one, I had a feeling the food was gonna be ready, and I looked at the map, you know, before I took the order, and it's mostly back roads, so we should not encounter any traffic. And of course, the food was ready, which is always a bonus, you know. So now we're only 8 minutes away, 3.7 miles, and I have a feeling that it's gonna be a little bit more than the $8.50 that it was shown. So that's why I took it. Plus, I have a feeling that on the way back, if we're lucky, we might be able to catch a Fintai order, and Fintai is not cheap. So a couple of items from Fintai, it could be a mini banger. So anyways, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off. It ended up being, I think, $10.50, so now we're sitting at $141. with 62 cents. Not too bad. Definitely not a bad day, not a great day, but a pretty decent day. We still got plenty of time to at least do hopefully $200. Now, I've been meaning to ask this question since the video started, but I kept getting interrupted from work, or I kept forgetting. But when I went live yesterday on my 4th of July live dash, someone had a really good comment, and I'm gonna go back and hopefully find it and put it on the screen for you guys. But basically, if I'm not mistaken, the gist of it was, like, do you ever feel like DoorDash has an algorithm that picks up on the orders that you accept? So they basically give you the same orders that you already accept. So let's say, for example, you took a bad offer, a bad order, and next thing you know, you're getting nothing but bad orders, you know? And I feel like there is some truth to that sometimes. But it's more of a question for you guys. What do you think? I think that DoorDash definitely tries to send you the same type of orders because they know you're going to take them, you know? So let's say you take nothing but bad offers, you're going to get nothing but bad offers, you know? But of course, you know, they send bad offers to everybody regardless. But, you know, just a question for you guys to think about. What do you think in the comments? Put it down below, please. Anyways, now we're declining a bunch of garbage. Speaking of garbage, and I'm getting a lot of on the border orders. See, this is what I'm talking about. So I feel like if I hadn't accepted that order from on the border a couple of orders ago, then I wouldn't be getting this garbage. But because I did, now they're like, okay, he's cool with going on the border. Let's send him a bunch of orders. Which, you know, joke's on them. Can't even talk. The joke is on them because I'm not going back to on the border. It's a mess, you know. They're definitely a mess. The fact that the food was ready for my other order was, you know, just luck. So anyways, we're gonna make it back here to the town center. Hopefully get some bangers, maybe some North Italia, Founding Farmers, who knows. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so right after ending the last clip, we got this offer right here from Willard's Barbecue showing $6.25. I think like 2.6 miles, maybe, if that. And Willard's Barbecue is always fast. I've never had to wait. Well, not never, but, you know, only like a handful of times. So we jumped on it. The food was ready. Now, from getting the offer to dropping it off, it's going to be less than 10 minutes. So not too bad. Let's keep it going. Alrighty, guys. So after doing the order here from Willard's Barbecue, I think we did one more order, maybe two. I forget. But I had a lot going on. I'm actually going to work early. So we did, I think, a couple of orders, maybe just one. I'm not sure. There should be on the screen though, so whatever's on the screen, that's what happened. Anyways, we're gonna finish the dash here at 162 with 87 cents. So definitely not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were gonna do at least 200, if not closer, but it got really slow. Then I have to go into work early, so I'm driving there now. But I'm okay with it. 162.87, not a bad way to start the week. Now tomorrow we're gonna start bright and early, so we'll see you guys on the next video. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. If you have not joined the Discord, please consider doing so. Anyways, guys, take care, be safe, and we'll see you on the next video.